at Medina. Ehona mesum. First service, me no munya nkita ho kakra fine. Me ba ha no na madam fo bi ebisa me se kwadwo yese wo koya asori wo hin nam se wo ene me nya asori me koma talk. No say hinam say Methodist Emmanuel Methodist Church ewo Spintex na third year group na etifanta. It didn't sink well. I'm so na semititwi. So kai say o call Methodist sorry. Na me nim say Methodist dey say otifanta nti ma try. But the fra. I want to remind me say na mfantina nche 90% ebrofo. And also abo mi toli ba ko nti sa toli na ma me confidence say metumi akasa ene. And he say was see journalist bi na call Cape Coast Sabrina drought a sipa say Cape Coast water problems na ade yi pa. Ti oko omahene no ho nanambra mpacho asema mekan me si obi na ka kire me o. Oko nanambra the 4th or the 5th. I said, Nana, you have been experiencing this problem for a long time and your people are agitating. What is the problem and what can we do about it? Journalists, Nano Atiwa, fine, bro. I said, Inyo, Ema, Ameme, or my hint, you're there, Mokafanti. So, Nana, go ahead. Nana, Nano Donos, Ewa, Sweet River, no, Dahon. They headwaters nara nkofo atwitwa ndua na adama dem authorities no do hwe no the Sweet River, that's the one which supplies Cape Coast, but they don't want to do anything about it. Tell the government that it is their responsibility to make sure Cape Coast gets water. Maybe. And the journalist came and played it for all of us to see, say. That was Nanambra the 5th. He spoke in Fanti. And the question of security is very important. Some small exercise. Exercise. Who was sitting by you and what dress the person was wearing? Kebedi. Ebedi pa upie pepa wana na oti unifa. Na wana na eti ubenkum. Atade ebe no hye. So you scratch first and try. Because you are not security conscious. Abe park your car. Won hwe car e wo left, won hwe car e wo right. Obeba na scratch your car. Ubuefu. Okwa koja wadanfu bi kon abafa taxi, unfa number no unti witrim. There are little things about security we take for granted. Ntina niema ACC no ACC ntina ebeka ho asem. Na mefia say actually what security general is. Na eno no ye 4 different little talk I mean ye chira no a whole semester ye another whole 1 year course on security. Nti to encapsulate it in 15-20 minutes is a difficulty. And so let's try. Now, the whole of the security spectrum is made up of 4 main security lines. Personal security. Wow, personal security. Number 2, community security. National security and international security. It starts with you as international persona. You are, and let's assume that you are alone in the world. Your security, your food, your health, your physical security, political security, all those things come together to make you a human being. You live in a community. So that community, your security ends where another person's security starts. So the community must have you. And then you have the national security. That's why we have the military, to ensure that. But today, we are thinking of a new paradigm. Say, national security should be more seen in human security. the supply of all the needs, food, health, clothing, water, place of abode. When you have all these, we need aboni. Aboni for you be I'm say Satan bo the almost say bonia no bedi. Until be was answer international security. And no me boss kakra because ho na niema hye pa. Wo hwe the international scene and no na di niema awurukade bebrebe abrayen. Nansa na meto aso no me be ma mu two I don't know, say, Master, you moye, I am a boy for me, Master, but Papa Mufanchemi. If you say, memory verses, I am maybe. Aha, Modian. Memory verse, yes, for class 2, Yabu Yachi Massa, basis up to now, also 4% memory verse. I'm at 60 years and above. Memory verse. You see, your primary school class 2, me kaipa, maybe a DNT, Monsieur Gumitim. Mini mi fide na sabro no so wan kan akuapem mu ayebo uhu ade no kra na nya akuapem kasa na kokoka kasa afoforo a nti teacher nto wonya du class ho muntie na mental no anu ye hyew uti ba ko a obedi abien basrefo presifo mo guayensa mini mi fide yebasum Yehowa ne ye wonani so no nye biribiara nsi Yehowa kwan so de ade bebre ana ketewa beje nkwa onipa hwe ne etu aniwa na Yehowa de ohwe komam na aburu yen wo ho saa ene nso papa me yeye na ntimba be ma two memory verses and them nso ba be ma two memory verses. Number 1 ubetumi achro ubetumi de atu trim. Number 1, rule number 1 is number 1. Repeat after me. Rule number 1 is number 1. Okay, here we go. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. No, I was Rule number 2, dead men don't talk. Dead men don't talk. Now let me explain rule number 1. Rule number 1 is number 1. You are number 1 and only number 1 on earth. If you die today or if you are not existent, nothing exists. Look, if I die today, there's no world anymore. The world dies with me. So you must do everything possible to remain number 1. That is, survival is the most important thing in human affairs. Survival. Whatever you will do to survive on this earth. So eat your good food, watch your health, watch your physical environment. Look, everything for you to survive. In that sense, you see that we are always selfish and we fight. That's what brings conflict. All right? When I mention conflict, I teach conflict and I teach terrorism. So when I went to Canada, they said, they introduced me, a professor from Ghana, so he teaches terrorism. And I saw the faces of the wise all blushed. When I say I teach terrorism, don't worry, I don't teach how to terrorize. And when I teach conflict, I'm not going to teach you how to fight. But at times, conflict is good. I know the hall is quiet. Why is this man saying that? Now conflict in New Year's and coming medidi. That's what gives me my job. But that's not the point. Conflict at times is very good. The men who say we read dopa ya shene bufu. Sheda shene bufu. Why are you quiet? It's not good, eh? It's not good. Oh, my mention, me and I'm the bomb romance. Shene bufu sa ubon say ni konhunti ni na sorry. Na the bufu no kasa. No, oh darling, and I'm woeful. I know some of my professors are here. But that's how we let you know that conflict is endemic. It will come anyway. But you conflict because you feel that your security is being breached. Anybody who rises against another person feels that their security is being breached. And that is why you are number 1. And if you are not number 1, why would conflict ever ensue? If you are not number 1, conflict will never ensue. And so make sure that you survive. The corollary of that is the fact that one sheye no obi person you free ho now money kwaya woko. So you don't allow it, because dead men don't talk. When you are dead, you don't talk. So if it comes to the point when you have to do it, I know Christians don't like me when I say this. If I have to kill you, I'll kill you. For a good purpose, for my survival. That's defensive. And the person who is after you is also doing the same thing for his survival. So the miscreants who are kidnapping us, killing us, and that stuff, if you have a chance to kill, I'm sorry, whether the policemen are here or not, that is the rule, God-given rule. Dead men don't talk. I have ensured my security, and I've been warning Christians. Say, Eterebia, especially the charismatic churches. Na ya nisa se ba na baba me ni o matamo na mo spirit Holy Spirit ni ba share mu sa na ya wi afie ho be dan ho be wie no na o bag ko nti Holy Spirit na timi anhwe o bag na ma o me kwa sorry bi na me wa bontin e hwe the security setup no me ba me drew up and I've checked my eyes round na me hu two boys bi a but I just felt some instinctive things telling me, say, these guys are not good guys. They are not part of the church. But they were mingling. You could see them talking to each other and then making gestures. I was with my little daughter. So when Papa asked me to come and stay, I said, Papa, let me talk to some people inside whilst I sit with them. So I sat briefly. Na me besi neno me bompaya nyame se yanka no bompaya me nkata mani security nti me besi nne wa muni me no se ye bompaya me dem pese me hwe nyankopon ani na me ne kasa enti man kata mani. And I sat close to one of them. They were still making gestures, and one guy wanted to grab a certain phone from a certain small bag. Me hwe na manisa kan phone na ansa na me so ni sisi achi. Na pe officer wriggle no, leave me. And he leave me no man crofo efe obi abie nani. Na ma grab on the din. And actually when we were praying, my daughter nudged me and Daddy, why aren't you closing your eyes? I said, don't worry. And when I caught this guy, I heard my bed and the bishop. Because I'm for feast me was spiritual and be say my chi kromfo wa sorenum. And that was because your sixth sense will always tell you something if you are security conscious. If you are very security conscious, your sixth sense will always tell you something. And I told them, and upano me cancer say actually no ye ba be wi aso na ye bompa no surveillance kakra ye ne say obi ankata na ni bio. Be conscious of what you do. But that is the point. We are not security conscious. We are not security conscious. How does security come at all? Security is God-given. Very much God-given. It gives you your first way of acknowledging security, your ecology. Ghana, your boy, Betoha River, Densu Daha, from Daha, Pradaha, Widaha. So, where we are gives us what we can do to survive. What we can do to survive depends on the boundaries of our ecology. So, if it is farming, we are farming. If it is Kelewele, Nyankopon gave us. Bibi say koko idea kelewele na yetumi nya enkatie eka ho koko aya toto ne nkatie a friend Kofi Brookman you will not get Kofi Brookman in Niger. Aji woma bahaba be import body ne nkatie from here, all right? You will not get it in northern Mali. You will not get it in several places, but God gave you koko ne nkatie. So your economy derives from your ecology. Your ecology gives you the economy and then gives you the type of politics. So everything you are doing in your society depends on these three things, followed by a fourth one. It gives you your culture. Then it gives you you are building, through that culture, you are building a history for a new generation to come. And I will stress on one, because time in Ihobibre, I will stress on only one, which is giving us serious insecurity, and that is politics. The type of politics you play gives you your security or insecurity. American politics is giving global insecurity because they go to Libya, overthrow the head of the Libyan government, and now there is no Libya. It comes down even to us. Syria, now Venezuela. So you see, America is giving an international insecurity. Now, your own governance in your own country, each country, Nigeria, whatever it is, Mali, everywhere, gives another kind of insecurity. In my own country, I did be high and I'm sorry, I'm vigilantism. So I'm sorry, I'm free, sorry, bye. It's not say, or mine, ya teacher be beer in Sua Ebanumukrano, and this in Suo, and MPP in Suo. Akaka crebi a better on Framana Yahomeno. And also, Baba, Odo, Quinquane, and this evening, now in this senior, as some battle, no one done. Because ab initio, or quite first of the part, ya mom, woman be boomer, Namay and Ankasano, insecurity based. We use vigilantes near ballot box near yes, near account, yes, we DB, we dear. So ab initio, we are creating insecurity for ourselves. Until my penny biaba, or buy or say, Antwi-Danso DC for a Num district. Now, man for be so sorry. Yampeno, near the Punoni Abeba, now key near Aji, DC in Kwani Abrun Kakra, near Seneca. Serious insecurity because of the politics that we play. Economy is my insecurity, culture my insecurity, but I'm harping on this political one. Now, yeah, research, near me, somewhere 17, somewhere 22 vigilantes in Ghana. You see, yes, you go on, yeah, law. But I tell you, it's one of the biggest insecurity because only near Jumaya, what do they do? Now, because say, I buy or appoint you, or say, oh, yeah, my name, yeah, Ayina. It amounts to kidnapping the same way. It amounts to the same kidnapping of the government. So the government becomes beholden to these vigilante groups. It's one of the biggest sources of insecurity, our politics. Well, the economy, if you don't play the economy very well, people become impoverished and they can give you a source of insecurity. But the politics in any harm. In any case, what is happening in the world and why are we worried? One of the biggest things are transnational organized crime, just say, from one country to another, what is happening in another country happens in your country. It's because of globalization. You can transport yourself, the use of the phones and whatnot. It's so easy to commit crime using globalization's better aspects. So, kidnapping in Nigeria, for example, is a norm. I don't know whether you have those videos that show 3 people who were arrested. They were billionaires. In fact, one is a trillionaire. More than 100 mansions around Abuja and Lagos. And all from kidnapping. Now we are seeing it. People asking for ransom. Don't think that it has just come from Nigeria. It was here. One of my very small boys I sent to Russia to study, he's a doctor at Kolebu, David Eduama. The daughter was kidnapped about 15, 20 years ago. Yes, thereabout. The daughter was taken to Qatar Hotel first for 8 days. And those days, we had not been forced to register our phones. So they would call the mother and let the little girl speak. And they were demanding, is it 25 million then or so? Some small amount. It's now what? 5,000, what? 2,500 now. That's what they were demanding. And they were moving from hotel to hotel. But the police did very well, and we got them. So kidnapping is not new. but it is because of our own making. Do you take your child to school? You do. Every time, about 10 meters, first the teacher meets you, then the distance. So on and on and on, about 20 meters away, you leave the child. Bye-bye. Oh. But somebody is standing somewhere, watching quietly for a month, 2, 3. The person will be watching. Next time, he will befriend you and your child. You just come. Oh, mama, I'll go school. Mama, if I don't come out. Second time, third time, no, I thought of Yama Aquadano, or to balloon a mano. Until next time, or time, I over before about 10, 15 minutes earlier. Sakwadane. Oh, have you closed another balloon? Let's go to mommy. A taxi is waiting. Okay. I feel now jajo. Esu. Efre nyame. Efre Jesus. Yo, Jesus, wo bro. Jamano kura ka hono wachi ye penintem so ma. Wo bre. Just because you were just, I don't know, you are not security conscious. You have not trained the child also to avoid gifts from other persons. This morning, young small girl, the mother greeted me and I put up my hand, and the mother was insisting. She looked at me. My hand was there. She put the hands back. The mother was removing the hand. She insisted, I won't greet you. What is your problem? The mother said, I said, no, leave her. That's very good. You are lucky she doesn't befriend people by heart. She at that age is security conscious. Mommy is not security conscious. It's very important. Very, very, very important. A lot of the things we do, the miscreants are always watching and they are one step ahead of us. They will use their phones to take your monies. Are you cautious about what you do? You go to a bar. Me, I talk a lot. I insult people diplomatically. So I know, yes, a good diplomat is one who can tell you to go to hell in such a tone that you'll be so excited to undertake the journey. So, oh, is there any diplomat over here? Apologies. but I'm correct. Yes. So, because of my nature, I know I may have enemies. You know, they may make me, I don't have enemies in the world, but I am an enemy to those who think they have an enemy. So when I go to bars or wherever we are drinking or wherever it is a party, and I have my bottle or my glass, and I want to go wee-wee, I empty the glass. When I come, I ask for a next glass. People think you are too much, but look, the water I've taken, I don't come back to continue. I ask for another. Little things. Imo Rigala was killed by this very little thing. It was about boarding the plane. He had plenty of enemies, both within the CPP and outside the CPP. People didn't want him to lead. He drank coke. Whilst he was climbing the gangway, he collapsed. Dead man, he's gone. But if he was cautious, I don't say, I've done all this and therefore nothing can happen to me. I keep on perfecting it because the enemy keeps on perfecting his. Are you that conscious? So these things that are happening to us, we need security consciousness first and foremost. Again, it is being made as if Islam is interested in ending Christianity. No. In war, conflict, everything is a tool, positive and negative. So if it is a breach, we cross the breach, the enemy is pursuing us. As soon as the breach helps us to cross, we destroy the breach. So, religion, you know, is an immutable dynamic in conflict. Religion, as you are here, I joke with the Methodist Church and Fanti. If I had gone on teasing you people, I tell you, Papa will even be angry with me. It's natural. It's an instinctive thing to insult somebody's religion. You understand? And so, when you know that you can use religion as a tool for war, you will use it. All you have to tell them, it's like Papa sitting down here and sees that some 2-3 Methodist people are always beating in town. Wherever you see Methodist, you will get up, irrespective of your belief in God and whatnot. Methodist for Monsorio, president for Nadia. I mean, they will come in their numbers. So religion is a very immutable dynamic in conflict. So people saw that one of the religions that always calls for jihad naturally is Islam. And within the clash of civilizations, the West is taken to be a Judeo-Christian tradition. So once America is pummeling Syria, pummeling Iraq, all you have to tell people is, do you see the West is trying to kill Islam? And they will get up. And that's why, now that they've gotten up, anybody who is having the spirit in him to fight, and wants to bomb any other religion outside Islam. And that is what is happening. So they're training more and more young boys, about 5 years onwards, they are training them to hate Christianity. You and I cannot fight the way they are fighting, not because we can't, but we won't. So what we have to do is to be defensive. And our defenses lies in artificial intelligence for our churches. I've always advocated that. When I came, the first thing I saw was that you don't have CCTV. That's the first thing. Get it inside here, outside. It's not expensive at all. Even me, teacher, I've wired my house, electricity, and it's 220 volts. But there is a way you can ask the wire to be 400, and I've done that. I do that only in the night. The 400, normally the 220 volts, bears and lizards, and they can all perch on it. They won't be killed. But when it's at 400, so every morning I see some birds. It's not my fault. Security. And especially the lizards. But the bears, only 1 or 2 are found because in the night. I do it only in the night. But the lizards, I get plenty. Of course, in lizards, in the village, we let them behave. So I've gotten that. I've gotten CCTV cameras. I mean, the whole house, go and see them. It's hidden. I got some in my house and inside the house. And with artificial intelligence, it's easier to be using. This thing is so powerful, you don't know. I've connected it to this. My wife didn't know until 2014. When I was in Canada, after a lecture, I wanted to find out what was happening in the house. And I called her. I said, the outside gate is open. She said, why? Somebody called you? I said, no. I can see the house. When I came back, I showed her what I had done to her in the house. It's not, Papa can be staying at home and knowing what is happening around the church compound. Very important. Then if anything happens, we can trace the person. But again, it makes the miscreants, okay, such type of security makes being bad costlier because they have to think more to overcome yours. So my house, the wire is there, the CCTV camera is there, the cameras are there around the house and inside the house. Then, in spite of all these, I know somebody can cross the first barrier, the wire, right? Make sure there is an artificial intelligence so that can counter my cameras. So the third barrier is my pump action. I intentionally bought the Russian one. When you are stuck in a corner, just stay in the corner and put it on automatic. It blows 8. Bam, 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 8. Then you cock again, 4 will follow. And I believe with that, if I am able to assemble my family in a certain corner, then me and them. That's the third barrier. I have a fourth barrier, also a gun like that, but a small pistol which is like a toy, actually. And then I have two nice friends called dogs, who are very, very friendly anyway. So try. I did all these because dead men, and rule number one is number one. You know, I'll mention his name. He doesn't want, he said he heard this somewhere and he was angry, but I'll mention the name all the time. Bright Akwete, a very prominent lawyer in Ghana. Oh, yeah, those who don't know Bright, but I'm mentioning the name. At Silver Star, you see the traffic light over there. 1 a.m., he reached the law-abiding, he stopped and tried to call the wife, call the sister at home. So he just punched this thing, put it here. Somebody came to, he said he saw the person coming. He thought the person was going to pass. Came, now okay, near Hami. My guy is bono. Say, when you finish, give me that thing. He looked at the man and he couldn't even make the call anymore. He said, take it and let me go. Yes. Traffic light. You don't know that it happens. It does. It does. Because, at that time, no policeman around, no car was coming. Another rule for you. When in the middle of the night, you get to a traffic light, there's no light, there's no policeman, there's nobody around, please go. Because you are not obstructing traffic in any way. Don't stop at traffic light because you want to obey. It doesn't mean when there are cars around, I say Antwi-Danso said it, go. No. Please. It happened so I told him, oh, you won't come for lessons. That very spot, it happened to me, but the man never got no, I didn't fight him. Small sense, intelligence sense. He came, he didn't speak in Ghana. I said, "Wafa we are, I don't know, media, family." Oh, sir, I was relaxed. So, not to boy. He had a gun. I looked at the thing and I knew it was a toy. No, instinctively I believe it's a toy. But I didn't want to take chances. Do you know what I did? Can I get somebody and I'll demonstrate? Anybody? No, it's a small demonstration. I'll show you what to do. Just stand here. No, stand facing me. And you are threatening me, okay? So, I see, let's do it. Normally. See, as he stood here pointing the gun at me, they themselves are also afraid. So as soon as he looked beyond the shoulder, I was trying to take him to do it, but he didn't do it. As soon as I looked beyond the shoulder, I see I'm surprised that somebody is also coming. Then, as he turned, I have an automatic gun. I don't buy shit cars, but I don't know. As soon as he turned like this, I moved away. I would have really killed him. But the next thing, okay, some of us are here for it. The next thing I would have done is to hold him by the hand and speed up. I will hold him and speed up. He will fall, the car will run over him, and then he will die. After all, dead men don't talk. So I told my friend, it happened to me there, but they couldn't get my phone. He said, how? Then I explained to him. Try it on anybody who is on your distance. Just look on the shoulder and he will turn back. But arm yourself. If you don't know it, don't try it for him to kill you. I had my pistol on my right, this thing. So once I look back, my right hand was going there. So in the event of he turning around, I would have shot him. So if you don't know it, take another this thing. I was chased from Cape Coast. I reported to the police later. I could see this car was chased. I reached Mankasim. I stopped. The car bypassed me through the corner over there and stopped at the where they sell all these things. I reached there. I like Posne. I like it so much. So I also bought some. I could see them standing. I passed them by. They were following me. I could see the speed. I said, okay, fine. I have a good car. Let's go. All the way to Accra, they were still following me. All the way to Kaneshi, because I took that route. I didn't take the Malam, I could have taken Malam straight to Legon. So I came all the way to the Obechebi Lamte circle. Why did I choose the circle? Well, it's by training also. And when you look for the circle, take the first lane, the one which is close to the circle. Go as many times as you can. Other cars will enter. Other cars will disturb them and you. And then you find a way to get one of the outlets. And when you get the outlet like that, go and move again. If you like, come back if you like. Because they will be searching for you in the outlets and not at your back. You can come back to, and that's what I did. I took the graphic road, went back, came to circle, went back to the same thing before I went through Legon. Because if they chased me and they saw me anywhere, this is very important. There are a lot we can talk about personal security. But today, the churches are being bombed. Did you see how the guy behaved in Colombo? He had a haversack, beautiful one. He walked smiling. Look, they come in those colors. They are very beautiful and nice. When you people see beautiful things, girls and young men with nice things, you think they are good. At times they are in tie. You see the shabby people, and you think that all the miscreants, the kidnappers, they will be in shabby dressing. No. This guy even patted a small baby, trying to show how this man was going to kill more babies. 270 people died. And yet, he was talking to a baby, chatting and making all those fine things. Next thing you have to do is to train your ushers to have 4 eyes instead of 2. 4 years instead of 2. Got to train them. If you have guards over here, let them go for training. And always talk about consciousness. As you preach, just say it. In my church, we do it. And people joke, but it is a consciousness to show that at least we are checking who is not one of us. Do it as you preach all of a sudden. And we do it often in my church, and it is intentional, just to make sure somebody sitting by us is a known person. Somebody holding something, we will know the person. People coming in, we screen them with our eyes now. Now we're going to buy the screening for metals and things like that. There's a lot I can talk about, but I would like to end here and assure you that it is not going to end today. In Akan, we say, thank you so much. Now I'd like to take a few questions. I think I went beyond the 20 minutes I promised, but it's because I mixed it with Fanti. Feel free, but be brisk and snappy, straight to the point.
Well, my first question is your name. Kojo Antwi-Danso is okay, yes. But to me, Vladimir, where is it from?
Is it giving you some insecurity?
Then to the question. I like the fact that you touched on 4 key areas: personal security, community, and national, international.
Yes.
So, when it comes to national, I realize that it has been described as porous.
Yes.
You can best define it to us. Why is our security porous when it comes to national? Church and security is the topic. Church security. So first and foremost, that God is our security. When he said that the watchman, he is the watchman. So if he does not watch over you and the city, all that we are doing is in vain. And that has been the perception all this while. But this is good, that we are also conscious of whatever is happening around us, coupled with God being our security. So please kindly answer the question on porous security system and how we can tighten it. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. When people talk about the porousness of our borders, I laugh. You can't walk. Even Trump trying to build walls, people are climbing. People dig under the walls, tunnels. So the porousness is not the one which is giving us insecurity. Yes, we need to man our borders, ensure that smugglers don't use them, or terrorists don't use. But who told you that a terrorist is coming with a flag, with a drum? No. They are like you and me, at times in tie, and you people salute people in tie, and they are entering. If I were to have time to bring in some of the gadgets and demonstrate how some of them are just splinters, when I put them together, it's a big gun. When I'm able to put all those things you are seeing, some are like balls, some are like this. When I spread them and put all of them together, some are like pens. That's why in Israel, children are taught never to take a pen, balloon, candy, or anything from the ground. I can put a small chip here which will explode and hurt you. All right? Simple. Today, artificial intelligence is such that. So don't worry about the porousness of our borders. Worry about our consciousness about security. One, the resilience of our security agencies. In a country or in countries where there is so much, porousness in governance, corruption, blah, 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 blah. I mean, like I was telling Joy FM the other time, I haven't seen $10,000 before. I haven't seen one. If someone can dash me one, I'll stop saying what I'm saying. Because if you give me 10,000 right now, you say, teacher, just go and drop this at Emmanuel Methodist. Yours is just to drop it, 10,000. I say, why? You ask too many questions. I just get 10,000. I will take it. Come and drop it. After all, I've got 10,000. In a country where these things are possible. Look, one of the guys they arrested in Abuja was a vendor who is a typical Christian. I mean, if he's praying over here, you won't believe it. He's a Christian. He didn't know what he was doing. The people could come and buy 300 of his papers every day for him. They started by buying 2, 3, then they started buying 300, 400, 500. So he's always getting money. They befriended him. And then later on, asked, give this pastor to Alaji so-and-so here. And he would do it because his papers are bought. Within 10 minutes, he has finished selling the papers. So he started running errands for them. Plenty naira, plenty monies are given to him. One day they said, put this bomb at the police station. They told him that it's a parcel that one policeman will come. Just when you go there, ask of a certain name they gave. He asked, there was nobody like that. And he left the thing there. He didn't reach the next road. Boom. He was arrested because of the CCTV cameras which the police station has. The people themselves knew that the police station has CCTV cameras. So he was the one who was arrested. He said, I swear, it's not me. No, I don't know anything about it. Where is he going to get the people? Because they come and buy. They know face, that's all. You don't need border guards guarding the 150 miles long distance. No, you don't need. Even there is now an artificial intelligence, you mount it here, and it can guard your coast or your border for about 300 miles. Then you need about 2, 3 of them, and the whole border is known. You can't enter Russian territory, even a fly. When a fly is entering, it is seen on a screen. So we need more of those, rather than trying to ensure our policemen, how do they work? Our border guards, how do they work? Our military, how do they work? That's more important. That's your question on that. Then is the same like the national security. Today we are advising government that what is happening in Mali, Burkina Faso, and other places because of the lack of human security. I didn't touch so much on that. Today, national security is more on human security. For example, if you have food security, your economic security, job, and there's money in your pocket all the time, not extravagance, but, all right, housing, school, political security, physical. If you have all these, why will you be an armed robber? Each one of us, if human security is assured for everybody, you must be a psychopath to embark upon. So again, we are asking all governments throughout the world to stress human security. Then the question of God. Look, I told you, let me be blunt with you. Maybe because of my background, I believe in God. But I believe God gave me the power to do what I should do before he comes in. God could do everything, but what he doesn't want to do, he won't do it. Are you sure he couldn't have just taken Jesus Christ and from the cross, people will see him going to heaven. Would that not have been a way of showing that, hey, his God lives? But no, for the fulfillment of he wanted Jesus to suffer. Jesus himself saw that something was coming. If it be possible, let this cup pass me by. But God said no. So you were saying, oh, God is he created me. I didn't ask him to create me. So my security is God's security. No. Look at what I say I've done in my house. Then God comes in. It's small. Look at us, 7 billion on this earth. And if everybody has no security and giving all the security to God, I think you'll be tired. So do your part. Do your part. People go to church and they are praying. Again, those of you who go for all night, a lot of you move from our traditional churches, and when it comes to prayer, you join other churches. My Presbyterian church, they are there. Plenty. Fridays, Mondays, Wednesdays, they say some bishop is making some special prayer, and you are there. The bad ones are watching you. They're watching how you love God, how you have given everything to God to do when you can do something for yourself. They watch your path. You go for all night. You close at 3 a.m. They know where you are passing. I don't say don't go for your all night. But me, Papa, I'm sorry. But me over there, one of our adjunct pastors has introduced this thing so strongly. When I have time, I go. But after 10 p.m., whatever I'm telling God, I have finished telling God. After 10 p.m., you ask me to continue singing and praising God and praying. What kind of prayer? I'm sorry. I'm hurting some people. But my God and my Bible tells me, "Sao bompaya, shewupiam, na tuopumu, na bo nyankopon wosoro no mpai, na nyankopon wosoro betu awoka ewodwaso." It's like you have to be one-on-one with God. You don't need Papa then. Prayer of intercession is there. But if you want to pray for God to listen to you, close yourself up. Pray to him. What you ask him, he will give it to you outside so people will see. So again, as a from security point of view, it's not good for this all-night kind of thing. The miscreants are watching. You are tired. You're going home. One of our lecturers, Kwame Jan, you remember, went and picked the wife at night from all night. When they were entering the gate, you have to press a bell for somebody to come and open. 2 a.m. As soon as they came down to press there, somebody came. The person asked him to sit in the car. So he sat in the car while the person was holding the tie. You know, this came into the paper. They got the guys anyway. And they entered the house with him. Because the way, that's what I'm saying. You see what I've done to my house, Kwame Jan has also done that. But they were able to enter. They timed him. They timed the wife. They knew the wife lies all night. So they all night them. Whilst they were somewhere, they were waiting all night in his house to enter the house. And they took whatever they want. But the guys didn't know that CCTV cameras were also there. One of them foolishly unmasked and wanted to drink water. Yes. That is where God works. So don't give everything to God. Don't give everything to God. He said we should leave everything. It means that when you have done your part, leave the rest you can't do to him. My name, Vladimir. What's your name? Alan. Okay. You don't have any other name? Esel. Kirsten. Hey, Nafanti. Son for now. Anybody called Joseph here? Daniel, Martin. You hear these ones and you don't worry, but you hear Vladimir. It's not a Russian name, mind you, it's a Greek name. It was given to me by our sergeant for Dr. Kwame. People ask me, go to the university. I finished the University of Ghana before I went to Russia. My mate is here. She was ahead of me, actually. And she knows that this name was a stubborn name in Legon. Because during demonstrations, if I'm not ahead, she's ahead. So, you know, Osajifo, 1963, I was 10 years old. They were opening the Kade Match Factory. And we in the Young Pioneer, you got to salute Osagyefo Issa Mensah, and you give all the accolades. That year, S.B. Atta, the famous S.B. Atta, he was the chairman or president of the Young Pioneer, whatever it is. And Mr. Mensah, they added some nuances Osagyefo hadn't heard before to my lines. So when I saluted and gave all the accolades, he just pulled me up like this, put me on the shoulder, said, that is the future of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. Na ma medi was Vladimir no catch him say minyan to her. Because thereafter I started writing, because we have read about Vladimir Ilyich, about Russian Revolution and whatnot, and we were taught in school, the Young Pioneer days. So at the back of my exercise book, look at this long name, Vladimir Ilyich Lenin Antwi-Danso. Every exercise book had that. Then my teacher will call me, Teacher Nto. And then I add doctor. But that time I was huge. Okay, I said doctor and when in primary school. He was of the UP stock, so anything in Kroma. Any other, please? Papa, I have time, so okay, 2 more.
All right. Good morning, Dr. Antwi. I just wanted to ask you something. Okay, I have problem with actually the guns that you were talking about.
You have problem with?
Issue. Yes, that was my issue because of the self-defense. Remember with the self-defense when the person had to give up the phone?
Yes, and if it means eliminating him, you have a problem with that?
Right. No, I just had a slight issue because don't forget that you have access to gun in your pocket, right?
Yes.
But somebody else will not have access to it.
That's true.
So is it any other way that you can demonstrate instead of just talking about the gun?
Sure.
That was my main reason.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Yes, when I talk this way, people say, oh, the gun, yes. Because of the nature of my work, I needed them. I need them. But you may not. There are several things which the government is not attracting our attention, but I understand them. The bad guys also have them. There is this spray, pepper spray. They also have them. But if you have one, you can fight with that. But if you can't fight, please surrender and live. That's why survival. It's more important to survive than be killed. Number 2, there is this nerve spray. There is this nerve spray, very dangerous. That is the best. And I don't want to talk about myself, but if you get one, you need a license to have it. Those who are bringing them into the country, a lot of them don't have the license, so it's dangerous. And the bad guys can also have that. If a small, I think the doctors are here. If a small, this thing gets into it enters your pulse or whatever they call it. There are pores here, it enters. And it may climb. I don't know how it does. The doctor may explain. Within seconds, you feel dizzy. You feel, it weakens you. It doesn't kill you. That one is there. I'm told, large doses of it, and if you have a cut on your body, then that's worse. That can kill you instantly. That's another way. Another way is I taught some people about rape, for example. That was a pure lesson on rape. A lot of you, see, these miscreants work on fear. If there is a tiger here, and you can behave like a tiger, or a lion, when it roars, you roar. It will wander and take steps. Another roar, you roar. 3 times, it will turn back, and you turn back. Because when what animals of that instinct, and again, miscreants, fear, is that you have the same power or more power than they have. When they want to rape you and they see you fear, it's easy. But talk to them. Oh yes, relax. Just relax. Don't show fear. I know a woman who was telling us her story. So I relaxed. What's your problem? I think it happened, you didn't know the story, but now I can tell you the story because it's more than 20 years now or more. They entered a certain house, and there were some 3 beautiful girls with their grandma. And they said they wanted to rape the girls. And then the 2 of them were looting things, whilst the 3rd one wanted to rape one of them. They would come in turns. So the old lady said, oh, what's your problem? I'm there. I'm old lady for how many? 40 years now. I haven't even had sex. Come on. All the three of you, if you want, come in succession. To relax them. The girls were fearing, clustering themselves. It allowed, see, the two guys were stealing. It allowed the three girls to lock themselves out in a bathroom for one to make a call. Meanwhile, the old lady relaxed, ready for them, and said, wait, let me put some perfume. Delaying, and the guy was ready. And it was the old lady who arrested that guy. You won't believe it. As the guy was ready, the old lady said, I haven't had this thing for a long time. Let me lick it for you. Let me give you some sucking. The old lady was relaxed. The guy was feeling that, but there was nobody in the house. The two other guys, when they packed the things in the car, would come and have their turn on the girls. So the guy was ready. When the old lady grabbed the thing and was licking, and you don't know one of the weakness we have. No, if you bite, there's no... Excuse me, our balls are the weakest part of man. The weakest part of man. They already grabbed it and squeezed it with all the strength that is in her. I think doctor is here, you know what happens. The guy fainted backwards, and the guys had already made a call, so they heard him, and the guys left the things, jumped over the wall, and left. They were packing the things in the landlord's house. I mean, they were not in. There's the old lady and the three girls. It showed to us that when you let them have a feel that you are not fighting them back, they also relax. It's difficult. As young ladies, it's going to be very difficult for me to convince you that you can fight back through relaxation and any other fight. If the old lady had a knife, you would have taken this man out easily. Even if there was penetration, you would have taken this man out easily. Take the knife, he's doing the thing, he's enjoying it. Dead man, don't talk. So there are several ways of fighting back, my dear lady. But if you can't fight, surrender and survive. That's why rule number 1 and number 2 are correlated. Are we there? Right. The last one. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Doc. I just want to find for self-protection. Could you educate us on
guns? Okay.
Ways of keeping guns at home safely.
Yeah.
Where there are kids and their children.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you keep the guns?
That's right.
And you load the guns.
That's right.
In preparation for anything to happen, or you just leave it before.
No. I had a friend, East Legon. They killed him for nothing. He had a gun. They came to the house. They thought nobody was there. He was up. Because they broke through left, right, center, started enjoying themselves, the beer and whatnot. He's a big Christian, close to my cousin's Mike's house. When I heard the death, I wept. Came out, had the gun, and could have killed all 3 of them, because it's like you have over here. You come to the top, and you could see the sitting room downstairs. And they were there enjoying. This man came with a gun. Young man, don't let me do this. I don't want... Once you point a gun at somebody, he has the right to shoot you. So they shot him instantly. They just shot. Killed the man. So please, always get... And then, when the police arrived, they saw that the gun was not even loaded. He thought he was going to threaten them for them to run away. They shot him. Don't do that. I have my guns loaded every evening once I'm here, once I'm in my room. I hardly sleep outside, except if I'm traveled outside. So wherever I am, I try to come back home. And, well, there are some of the things when I say, I don't say copy me, you can't. But it's because of my nature. I have a bed, and I brought the carpenter to design the bed. The wall of my wall and the bed where I sleep. Incidentally, normally you let your wife sleep to the other side, and you are... No, I have a different way. I'm rather sleeping. My wife is first, and I'm rather by the wall. And the mattress is covering it. My gun is lying there, and there is a cover. Even if I take the mattress off, you think it's because it's open that way and you can take the gun easily. And it's always loaded there. So when I hear something from outside, my wire will give the siren first. If they are broken through the wire, then my dog will give me a sign. I haven't encountered it before, but this is what I speculate. Then I'll take the gun. If it's not loaded, I'll load it. But then it's always loaded in the evening. Early morning, I take everything out. My pistol is the same. That one, until quite recently, my wife didn't even know I had a pistol. Because I got up, I heard the dog bark, the way it was barking, so I decided to go out. So when I took 2 steps, I woke my wife up. Hey, I said, hey. So when I came back and there was nothing, what are you holding? Before she got to know. I took a certain principle. I don't say women but we have, they panic easier. And our parents tell us, "Unya asempa anka nkyere wo yere." Asempa no ba ko ne etuo. What are the children? Papa, from where we have studied, they say women are from Mars. Read that book. They panic. They may act before they see. So you see how they work quickly in terms of when they have done something. I've seen several, and they showed us through films. They trained us. You see how women can easily kill more than men. I'm sorry to say this. Because when they panic and they have no defense, so if you have a gun, the pistol like that, I don't know when I will offend her. So I never showed it. So again, as for the pistol, it's always hidden. The drawer of my, top of my bed has a back loop. And that's where always the pistol. So I do this and I touch it. And I take it. And it's a pistol. In fact, it's as just this size. So you roll the tip like this and it's cocked silently. The shooting will come out, but the cocking, nobody hears. It makes small this thing, and it's cocked. It has 12 bullets, But the government has made it possible and impossible for people to hold guns. We are not like America. You can have it. I licensed mine. I went to the Ministry of Interior to get a license to go and buy a gun. And I imported it. Went back. In fact, it wasn't given to me until the license was given. And every year I go to Medina. I don't go far. Go to Medina to go and get it renewed. Just 20 cities renewal. You don't have a problem at all. So if you are not savvy with that, don't. There are several ways. But keep your consciousness, Papa. The most important is your consciousness in this church. CCTV cameras. Artificial intelligence. Consciousness. That's the most important thing. And like you are saying, don't let your children be playing with the guns. They will kill each other. It's one of the biggest insecurity in houses where there are guns. Don't allow your kids to know where there is a gun at all. And mostly also, I don't buy toy guns for my boys. Some of them are married now. None of them ever got a toy gun in the house. No. Toy gun, Christmas time, as they joke with it. I don't know the day they will take my gun and joke with it. So those of you who buy toy guns for the kids and that kind of, the next time he gets a real gun, he thinks it's a toy. It's an insecurity. Thank you once again so much. If I step on some toes, I don't want to apologize. I want you to apologize for having your toes around. If I scare people, then I'm happy because that scare will spur you on to be more conscious. Thank you so much.
So, on behalf of the church, we say thank you to Dr. Vladimir Antwi-Danso. He's made some apologies, and why no apologies for some of the statements? Well, God is still our God, and we need this consciousness for our own survival. Amen.